So I have a very, a kind of random psychology video to do today. And this is a story about something just happened last night, this morning. I was talking to this girl, and when I tried to show her a certain level of kindness, I guess, so to speak, she started crying. And it made me feel really, really bad. And I still, it's afternoon now. What is it, 3, 4 o'clock? Whatever, and I still feel really bad. And I guess, so in Japan, there's this kind of idea of omoiyari, empathy, and gaman, right? And Japan has a very high level of a status quo, almost, of compared to other countries, of kindness and empathy, right? And gaman is kind of you always feel like everyone is going through the same shit as you. Maybe that's why you're being so considerate, and you hold in how you really feel, maybe, that kind of thing. And then, you hear that, a lot of times foreigners, especially it's even worse for foreigners because you're not part of the clique or the society, really, so to speak. So it's even harder to make real friends. But why I'm bringing this up is, so I had tried to show this girl some kindness as we were together. And she started crying, and it made me feel really, really bad. And she said no one had ever said that to her or something like that. Maybe she was lying, but there were tears in her eyes, and she hugged me. And I felt so fucking bad. And then I guess what makes it worse is I then tried to ask another Japanese person about this. And they basically kind of thought it was really weird that I even cared. On that level, maybe. And then I felt even worse. And it kind of made me think, this is very pessimistic in a sense, right? That maybe, Japan, again, has a great level of, more so than other countries, a standard level of empathy, a standard level of caring about one another. But when it comes down to a real conversation, a real, more deeper psychological, how are you really doing kind of conversation, maybe no country really likes that day-to-day person. I don't know. And I was thinking that maybe, I guess you would say, the positive side of this story would be that maybe, in a sense, you could say that if you're trying to look at the positive side, the glass is half full. Maybe that is part of Japan as well, the omoiyari kind of thing, that people know that most people really don't care about a deep conversation. So if you try to have the deep conversation, you'd be like, come on, we know you don't really care. We know you're just trying to fuck me or something like that. Let's just do whatever we're doing. We know you don't really care. So it made me think maybe that's why Japan doesn't like deep conversations, because maybe that's part of the omoiyari and gaman in a way as well. That we know you don't really care. Does that make sense? So I don't know. I feel super, super fucking down right now, dude. I don't know, man. I just have I'm just too nice. I just fucking hate myself right now. I feel really bad for being nice right now. the end.